Russia could be forced to end the war in Ukraine because it will run out of money to pay its troops, according to experts at the DC-based Institute for the Study of War. The country has burned through roughly half of its $106 billion liquid sovereign wealth fund, which is used to pay troops' salaries and new recruits' bonuses, experts said. Moscow can likely only afford another 12 to 16 months of fighting at its current pace, with about 30,000 to 45,000 Russian troops killed or injured in Ukraine each month since its 2022 invasion began, ISW's Russia team lead George Barros told the Post. The system for generating fighters worked for 2.5 years, but it's starting to fail, he said Friday. Russia is constrained by the laws of economics, scarce resources, and there isn't an endless manpower resource in Russia. The Kremlin's cash has dwindled as troop salaries and recruiting bonuses balloon amid staggering inflation, according to Russian Finance Ministry data. That reality could create an opening for the U.S. to push Russian President Vladimir Putin harder for a peace deal. Putin has been stalling negotiations after rejecting Trump's full ceasefire proposal, a deal Ukraine already agreed to a month ago. As the war drags on, Moscow has been forced to offer increasingly higher incentive bonuses to attract new troops, despite inflation rates in Russia of more than 10%, roughly 4 times higher than that of the U.S. Russia's protracted war and high losses on the battlefield are already causing major economic issues in Russia, and these economic problems will likely mature within another 12 to 18 months, Harvard wrote in the ISW report. Such dramatic recruitment campaigns suggest that the Russian recruitment rate has been declining, as sign-up rates slow, and casualty rates soar, according to the ISW report. Russia's current reported monthly recruitment rate is either just equal to or just below the quantity needed to replace Russia's monthly casualty rate 1-to-1, Harvard wrote. Meanwhile, Ukraine, which relies on modern, life-preserving military technology instead of Russia's Soviet-era systems, has a loss rate of roughly 1 casualty per 4 Russian losses. But it's nearly not enough, as the total sent by North Korea would only offset 9 to 12 days of theater-wide Russian losses at current rates, according to ISW. The United States should call Putin's bluff and force him to pay the costs of the war for which he has mortgaged Russia's future. Russia is currently banking on the assumption that the U.S. will not provide further military aid to Ukraine, Barros said. Without continued aid, Moscow's untenable casualty rates will reduce and allow it to keep up its war even longer. The center of gravity for this war is the continued international support for Ukraine, he said. There will be a military solution to the conflict. It just depends on, will it be a Russian victory in some form or Ukrainian victory in some form?